Hi, everyone. Welcome to our channel. Your turn.
My turn. I don't want any turns. I would like to talk about the doll.
Which one?
Take your pick.
Well, there's one we're looking at. Are we doing her?
Yes, dear.
Okay, we'll do her.
This particular doll, we were doing a spa day for a friend, and
We were doing a spa day.
well, it started out that way.
It did.
Yeah, she's a very beloved doll. She's an ideal
P91.
Toni doll.
Yeah.
That's the important part, the Toni doll.
Sometimes they get this big and sometimes they get
Well,
this
yeah,
big.
I understand that you're going to say the size, but usually I say it's a Toni doll, and then I tell them what size. Anyway,
I just couldn't help myself. I just blurted it out.
A P91 is 16 inches tall. Anyway, she's a hard plastic doll, if you are not familiar. Yes. And she had some, let's see.
Mold.
Yeah, she had some.
It's mold.
Mm-hmm.
Different types of mold, actually.
Yeah, so although we've already done a video on cleaning the inside of a hard plastic doll, this one had a little bit more for you to see.
Yes.
So we're going to do a video on her, and
you can see the little mold patches growing all inside of her body.
Yeah, you can.
That's really.
But I think we should, just keep this short and just get right to it. What do you think?
I think you're good at what you do, and I'm bad. I think we should keep it short too, but I never do.
Well, that's my job in life, keeping you shorter. Not like that. Let's get to the video. You ready? Here we go.
Well, hi everyone. Here we are with this beautiful little lady, and we wanted to show you what it's like and where to look. What am I doing? Was she coming? Oh my goodness! What a camera! You are addicted to this camera. That's what you are.
Hi.
Nobody wants you around.
She was sleeping. She was under.
You're sleeping.
She was under the blanket sleeping.
This is not for you, sweetheart. No, Sunset Boulevard. Are you ready for your photo?
No,
Come on,
I'm ready for your close-up.
Close-up. Okay. We have other things to do. We love you, love you, love you, love you. Everybody loves you. Okay, lay down. You won't stay down. Lay down. Yes, camera's not for you. Would you get rid of? Go back to your bed. Go on. Shoo, 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 shoo. No, shoo, shoo. She doesn't want to go.
Okay, fine. Let's just go back to the doll.
Okay, you just listen to the audience instead of in front of the camera. Okay. All right. This lovely little doll came to us today, and
she is going to get a.
More than
a spa day.
Well, we thought she was getting a spa day. And then as I was getting ready to start the spa day, I saw do you see this? And went, oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see it? See the white?
Yep.
I'm going, I'm in trouble here. Anyway, so this is why we're showing you.
Well, really, she's just kind of being a little dramatic, because no, we're not in trouble. We know exactly what we're doing.
Well, I'm talking about in trouble. No, inside you have to be careful, because inside are metal mechanisms, and if that mold, and you don't get that cleaned out in and around in all that mechanism, and you don't kill all this.
But we're not in trouble.
Well, that just means I have to be very, very, very careful to make sure every crack and crevice gets, the mold gets killed.
But you will.
Oh, I know. But to me, a little trouble. Anyway, so I'm going to show you inside. Can you see along the lip? Can you see along the lip? Oh, geez. And I don't know if you can see into her eyes. Her eyes are covered. And can you see all this rust? Now, if that's pitted and starts bubbling on me, then I will be using alcohol to kill the mold.
Okay, but
we'll see. But then now I want to, they're going to get to see some really mold, a lot of mold inside a body. All right. Now I want you to look inside there.
Oh yes, there's a mold farm in there.
And can you? I can't see. I need my flashlight.
She has her original stringing.
There are. Do you see that big hunk of mold in there?
Yep, I see.
That is a factory.
Okay.
So this is her original stringing, and this style is
very loved.
Is very loved and extreme. Oh, there's some more mold. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it right in there? There's a white.
Yep, we get it.
Okay. So she's got these little factories going on, and we're going to explode them. No, explode the factory.
We are going to exterminate them.
We're going to exterminate all that. Okay. Now, the next thing that's very important, which I've said in other videos, but since we're here, I need to remind you, washing her hair, because it is, I don't know, I found it around her head. I don't know if you can see it or not. There you go. This is all mold.
Mm-hmm.
And so the first time we called her the Snow Queen. The first time we
Not
had
this little girl, another doll.
It's another doll. And I just washed her hair after I cleaned all the mold. And it was over all of her clothes, everything. You couldn't see it.
We don't have to go back into the history.
Okay. So what I'm trying to say is washing her hair is not enough. She has to have, this is a painted doll, so folks, you can't just soak her as you would a vinyl doll. So what will happen to her after I clean all the mold from her body and inside of her head, she will be hanging with her head, not your arms, sweetheart, but she'll be, we'll string her so her arms aren't loose. She will be hanging, and I'll have a bowl full of vinegar.
She's going to get a vinegar rinse.
Not a rinse, a soak.
Okay.
Because you see that it comes way out to here? So I'm going to clean that off. But do you see how her cap is? This is normal. This is the way the doll came from the factory. That's all mold in here.
Okay. Well, we've talked enough about mold. I think we ought to just go get rid of it.
Well, I didn't get to say, don't let the mold get on the painted parts of the doll's face.
You mean the vinegar?
Oh, yeah. The vinegar. So this right here is stuck. This right here is stuck because they did a bad glue job. So I have to release this, and I have to make sure that the vinegar only touches the wig. So I have begun working on this little lady, and this is how I started. This is just plain old water, and you can see all the mold and discoloration.
Yep, that's kind of icky.
It's icky. It's icky.
Excuse me.
And you would think after, and here's my little Mr. Clean.
Oh, and that poor thing. Look what he went through.
It's a mold factory. Okay. So you would think after I took that toothbrush, I did clean here, and you've got to make sure this is mold in here. You've got to make sure, see every crack and crevice. You don't want to say there's cracks in any of your dolls, but this is the way they're put together. Okay, you've got to make sure. Do you see the mold in there? You see that?
Well, wait a minute, I got to focus.
Oh, get my finger out of the way.
Hang
that
on.
Is point. That is mold.
There we go. Now we're focusing.
Now do you see mold? Okay. So even though I have taken the Mr. Clean and got all, she had it mold here, mold here, mold here. And when it, in between the letters, there is still a spot right here. And I did do some cleaning waiting for Shantae to be able to film. And I did use the Mr. Clean on the outside of her body.
So let's just see what we're going to do on the inside.
But on the inside, though, so I take my flashlight and I go in there. Can you see? And I don't know if you can. This is all mold.
Yes, we can see.
I see. I don't know what you can see. This is all mold. And I went through with the toothbrush, and I went through and went in all these, and you can see that I didn't get all the mold out of the cracks. Now, when I look down with my flashlight, there are little bits, tiny.
Right now we can't see, only you can see.
I can't even see it because I need my flashlight. Yeah. This whole basin, bottom, the back, is filled with tiny little bits. See, that's mold.
I can see that.
Okay, but when you look at it, when I used my flashlight and I put it in a certain direction, you can see tiny itty bitty pieces of mold sticking up all throughout the body.
Right. So what are you going to do about it?
So what I wanted to do about it is get most of it off before I used the peroxide. So, and as much as I do this, it's not going to make any difference. I have to try and kill the mold. It's just, so sometimes I'll go in with the Mr. Clean and try to, this Mr. Clean has had it. This gets, by the way, all this gets washed down, flushed down the toilet. Everything gets washed.
So what you're going to do though, is you're going to use some peroxide on the inside.
Right.
But you're not going to get it on the outside paint.
If you get peroxide on the outside paint, it's not going to kill it. So I'm just going to
leave it.
No, don't leave it. Do you see that color? That comes off with mold. I'm going in and drying it because I want to really get to this mold. It's not a horribly difficult job, but if you want it to be gone and you love your doll, you will go to these lengths before you string. I always say cleaning before stringing. Now inside here, first of all, you can see the white. You can see all this white.
Mm-hmm.
You can see all this dark. They're both mold.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you see all this dark in here? Can you see that in there?
Mm-hmm.
And can you see the white on her eyes?
Mm-hmm.
And there's dark on her eyes. Now look at this bar. I don't care if your doll has been in a case. This bar is always going to rust. That's just the way it is. I've never had a doll.
Well, with the Ideal. That's what we've mainly found.
We found that with Ideals, and we have not found that
not as
often in another manufacturer. Now, I don't know if you can see down in here where this bar joins. There's white in there. That's why I'm probably going to use alcohol, because the alcohol will dry up and it will kill that mold. And even though that I can see this rust, it is hard and it doesn't want to come loose. See, it should be very red or rusty looking, and it's not. And this is filled with rust.
But you have a rust remover, don't you?
I have a rust remover, and it should be coming off with the peroxide, but it's not. And I don't know if you can see in here, there is rust in here as well.
Okay, so you're going to clean all of those.
I'm going to clean all these things, and then I'm going to cut a little piece of a new piece to destroy of Mr. Clean and clean all this. It's just because I'm using, it's not going to take off all that hardened mold. The hardened mold just doesn't want to come off as easy. So I'll be cleaning and getting the peroxide, or if I go to alcohol in here and try to get every
what about her eyes?
So her eyes, I'm only going to use peroxide on her eyes. And I go inside. I know that
this is the inside of her eyes.
This is the inside of her eyes.
It's an eye cup.
It's an eye cup. And I'm going to use the peroxide. I might use a drop or two of alcohol. It depends. I don't know how the alcohol is going to react to the plastic. It doesn't seem to bother. It doesn't seem to bother the type of plastic that is on the outside of the doll. But this is an entirely different animal working with her eyes. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to deal with that. But the whole inside of her head. I also want to show you this. Do you see this? This is her mechanism. And that mechanism is hollow in here. And it has a little tab that comes through. And it moves like a spring. And you could clean the entire doll if you don't get and kill the mold in here, which would take a liquid, or remove the eyes. I don't suggest you move the eyes. I have done it. because the rust has been so thick that there was no other way to do it. But if you don't get every crack and crevice, including the weight, clean, the mold will return.
Okay. So you're going to continue cleaning the inside of her head, and we'll be back.
Well, we're back again. And here is...
Really?
We left? We didn't leave.
No.
Oh,
If you don't realize it, sweetheart, that was instantaneous.
Oh, that was instantaneous. Hi, folks. Excuse my, I don't know, inept memory.
No. It's just your sense of time, honey.
My sense of timing. Oh, yeah. So
no, not timing. Time.
Time. Well, that's good too. Okay. So you remember all the nasty.
She looks pretty good right now.
Okay. So this is what I decided to do. Here's some of the nasty.
Wait.
Oh. Well, there's a lot of nasty in there.
There is, but you gotta let the camera focus, dear.
Okay. So this is what was inside her head.
Mm-hmm. Not anymore.
But since it was not responding, which usually it does, the bar was not responding to the peroxide, I decided to do this. And Grayson, that is not my stomach being hungry. That is my dog readjusting.
No, that's another Chihuahua pillow.
It's a Chihuahua pillow.
Okay.
They like to lay on you. Okay, so I sanded. Okay, so I held it in place with my finger, and I sanded. Do not get new. You think I have a baby in there? I do, don't I?
On the outside.
Grayson, stop. Thank you. And I sanded the bar, and you can see how shiny that is. But, it will rust again. All bars will rust, especially from the Ideal company. And, I was also able to get over here and stay away from the plastic. And I was able to do get the rust off the bar here and there. So anyway, do not use this glaze next. I can use it, but I don't want to recommend other people using it because you can make your eyes stick, and you do not want to make them stick if you use it the wrong way.
You're not going to do that.
I'm going to only use it on the bar, on this bar. Wait.
Just point.
Give me one of these things.
Yeah, just point.
I'm going to use it on this bar, and I did get rid of the mold, but also the diamond glaze is going to seal. Excuse me, the dog is moving. I also
earthquake under there.
Yes, I do. I also, when I put the diamond glaze, it will seal it so no air can get in. The mold has to die. It has no choice.
Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to use the diamond glaze. Let's look at it.
Here's the diamond glaze.
Wait.
It's for jewelry. Let her do it. It's for jewelry.
This is the diamond glaze.
It's clear.
And we're just going to put it on the bar.
There
will be a...
And this bar.
There will be a link in the description of this video so that you can go find this.
Right. Okay. So anyway, I did that in there, and I did mention that the mold, as you can see. Grayson, what are you having, a dream? I had to use my fingernails to remove it because it had hardened.
Be very careful not to scratch your eyes.
Yes. Are you waking up? I offered for him to move a long time. No, he curled up. Okay. Boy, he's warm. Okay. So I removed it, and I stayed away from the pupil, because it wasn't on the pupil, thank God, but I did have one that was on the pupil, but it's my own doll. Anyway, and I removed it with my fingernails. And I will put diamond glaze here and a little here, staying away from this bar. You don't want to stick your eyes. Okay.
All right.
I'm going to use, because it was so moldy, I can't, there's mold right there. It doesn't matter. I can see it with her light. And so what I'm going to do, Grace, stop, is I'm going to take one of these long things and Q-tips, and I'm going to wet it down with alcohol.
Okay.
And that will evaporate on its own.
Okay. And we're not going to get that on the outside of the paint?
No, you don't get on the outside. So what I did the same thing. So I cleaned her S-hook for her head with sandpaper, it's finer than 400.
Okay. So, but we're gonna speed things up because we're gonna tell you all this stuff really quick because you can also see all of these techniques
on other videos
in another video.
So I did the same thing here and same thing here, but because the mold was quite invasive, I am going to pour
Peroxide.
no alcohol.
Okay.
I'm pouring alcohol down in the leg. Then just let it sit there for what? A minute?
Mm-hmm.
Pour it into this one. Let it sit there for a minute. What's the little that's left, I shake out.
Mm-hmm.
It will evaporate. It goes down to the toes, so there is no mold left.
Okay.
Then I will do the same, pour it from here into here and from here into here. I will use one of these to go completely through here, and I will use one of these to completely go around the entire. Well, here she is. She's had her head soaked. First of all, it was quite matted. One of the most matted nylons that I've worked with. And so I unmatted her, and then I soaked her. And
I think you detangled her.
Yeah, it was more of a detangle. But matted at some points, it looked like.
Well, I know it was matted, honey, but I think the way to say it was detangled.
Yeah, I guess that's the better way of saying it. So detangled it and found out she had a massive amount of hair. She didn't even know she had. And so now she's got, actually, look at this. Look at this.
Lovely.
Isn't that lovely? Strawberry blonde hair.
Yeah, she's a strawberry blonde.
And so then all that hair I had to try and shove in a bowl. It was so much hair. And
by the way, if you want to see that, there are some other videos that we have done that have that show us putting a doll's head in the vinegar
that had mold.
Yeah. So
and the vinegar and white vinegar kills the mold inside and underside.
But after she had the vinegar on her head, then you washed all the vinegar out with soap, and then you put on the softener, the water softener.
Actually, I let the water
softener
because you were using the upstairs bathroom. I decided to just put the softener on her hair and let her sit.
Oh.
So you were done, so I didn't interfere with your water. And so she had the softener on for a while, and then I've combed her out, and she has a few little problems with her wig that are simple to fix, and I'm going to iron and then set her hair, and she'll be soft and beautiful. And
well, then I think that we should just go right to her reveal.
Well, that was some spa day.
Yeah. I think she got the full, the inside, outside, full treatment.
She got all of it. Oh, let's fix your ribbon. I got to tell you, her hair's long. But it wanted to curl, so there it went. She has a lot of hair.
Yep, she is a beautiful strawberry blonde.
She is. She came for a spa day, and then she gets to go home.
Yep. Yeah, and now she brought critters with her, and she's not taking any critters back home with her.
You're talking about the mold.
I'm talking about the mold.
Mold is gone, but when I did go to do that beautiful hair, I found some repairs needed on her wig cap. So her wig cap is the way it should have been. It was from the factory. It wasn't from age.
Of course not.
They were
so
just
even
being
though
lazy.
she is looking real lovely in her very springy dress, this is borrowed.
Yes, it's borrowed. She's got matching panties, but they belong to another doll that's a platinum blonde.
Yep, one of your dolls, because she didn't come with anything and she's going home without anything.
Because her mom has her things.
That's right. But we thought everybody would enjoy seeing her all dolled up. Well, no pun intended.
Oh, good pun.
Well, in a few days, this young lady will be back on the road, headed home. And I hope everybody did enjoy watching us remove her little critters. And I hope that it was helpful to you. Maybe, you know, a little fun.
Mm-hmm. I have a tip.
You do.
I do.
She has a tip.
I don't think I've said this very much during our YouTube channel time. Please, I'm begging. When you place your dolls, wherever you place them, make sure that the sunlight never hits them.
Never display these young ladies in direct sunlight. That's what she's trying to say.
And if it's real bright where you are, indirect sunlight can do damage too. I mean, unless it's... Okay, we have a lot of windows in our house, very little sun where we live, but sun's out today. Not one of our dolls, upstairs, downstairs, anywhere, is in sunlight. It's very important.
So with that service announcement, I hope everybody did enjoy this. And if this is your first video, if you would love to subscribe and see some more, we would absolutely love to have you. We love all you people who are coming back and watching our videos.
You are the channel.
Yep. And we love hearing from you. And if you'd like to give our little video a like, that would be wonderful too. And I think we're at that point of the video, honey. It's all up to you.
It's all up to me?
It is.
Well, just remember, it is possible to do it yourself.
Yeah.
If I could do this, anybody can do this.
Well, we'll see you guys, everybody, next time.
Next time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.